Hello everyone, welcome to the Whistling Hermits One Card Spread series. Note that this video is divided into three parts. A short introduction, which we are doing right now. Part 1, which is a descriptive study of the card for the day. And Part 2, which is a reading from the Handbook of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM Urania. If you want to navigate directly to any of the three parts mentioned, just click on their respective links at the timestamp provided in the description of this video. This video series is primarily intended for learning how to read the tarot. However, you can also use this as a card reading for the day. This is a timeless reading, so if you are watching this now, its message might be for you. In this series, we will be using the Giant Rider Waite Tarot deck. We will also be using the Handbook of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM Urania. The first part of the video will be a descriptive study of a specific card in the tarot. We will describe what we see and the insights and feelings we gather from what we see. Now, the first part is characterized by spontaneity. We allow the cards to speak to us regardless of the generally accepted meaning of the card. By doing this, we hope to increase our intuitive capacity for reading the tarot cards. In the second part, we will be reading the description of the card taken from the booklet of the Tarot of A.E. Waite by AGM Urania. If you intend to use this as a timeless reading, you can randomly choose any card in the series that resonates with you. An alternative approach is to shuffle a Rider Waite Tarot deck and pick a card randomly. You can then choose the card in the video series that corresponds to the card you picked. Note that this series is a work in progress and it might take some time for the 78 cards to be completely read. So, without any further delay, let us proceed to the card for the day. Good day everyone, welcome to our part 1 of our one card spread series, and our card for today is the King of Cups. Now, in the King of Cups, there's something quite unique about this card. Among the four characters in the suit of cups, he's the only one of the four characters who doesn't look at the cup. If you look at the page of cups, the page is looking at the cup and as if this fish is listening to the fish who is talking to him. So he's the one who is inspired to listen to the cup. It's the same also here with the Knight of Cups. It's as if as he is traveling, he is mesmerized by the cup, staring at the cup. The same also with the Queen. Here, it seems that the Queen is not just mesmerized, it's as if she is already hypnotized by the cup. The three of them are looking at the cup, but when you look at the King of Cups, he's looking somewhere else. I think it's because the king has the responsibility of implementing things. And maybe he is, at this point in time, he has already finished contemplating on the cup. And aside from contemplating on the cup, he is thinking on how the cup will be beneficial for others too. He's as if a person who is looking very, very far. Many things going in his mind. So I think even if he's not looking at the cup, he is thinking of the cup. But he is not just contemplating on the cup, trying to learn from the cup. It's somehow, for me, he is in the process of learning how to implement what he has learned from the cup. The Queen, the Page, and the Knights were learning from the cup. I think the learning process continues, but here the process is not just learning more of in a receptive way, but being able to apply also what he has learned so that it will be for the benefit of his kingdom. He is holding a scepter, which is also shaped like a cup. So it's like being able to implement for the betterment of the kingdom the benefits that the cup is, the potential benefits that the cup can give. Not only, so he is not only thinking of, because oftentimes when you receive a certain gift, you receive benefits also from the gift. Of course, there are also a lot of challenges that comes with giving a gift. I mean, if you receive great things, you also receive great responsibility. And somehow this is what is happening to the king. He is benefiting from the gift, but one of his greatest responsibility also is to let the gift benefit also those he is serving in his kingdom. So I guess it is like that. But the beautiful thing also about it is that, those characters of the cups, like the queen, the knights, and the page, they always have water as part of their part. There's water behind, there's water there, also in the river, and the queen is inundated by water also. It's as if that her throne is just at the tip of the river. The same with the king. It's much more. I mean, for the queen, there are still pebbles, so she's still in the shore. But the king, it seems that they built his throne really in the midst of the water of the river. So I don't know how he made it, how he was able to cross it without getting wet. Anyway, so it's different. No, the contrast here is in the midst of the water. So it means that even if he is serving the people, he is still in constant contemplation. And it's quite interesting. I don't seem to find any fish, or is there a fish in the suit of the queen? I cannot find any fish here. Also with the knight. But the page and the king both have a fish there. Here, the fish seems to be teaching the page. Here, the fish seems to be accompanying the king and seems to be enjoying this water wherein the throne of the king is situated. So somehow, for me, it shows that the king is also not just a good ruler, not only just a good implementer, but a person who is also intuitive, just like this page, because they are able to listen to their inner self. So somehow they both have the gift of intuition. So who's ever reading this card could be somebody who is very intuitive, or if somebody is about to arrive into your life, or speaks of somebody in your life, this somebody in your life could also be intuitive, and that person has received a special gift, or have gifts that benefits the people around them, or benefits the people they serve, or benefits the family that they belong to. So this is what is interesting about it. There are waves also here on the crown of the king, and that's one thing. This is a king who thinks a lot. Maybe he thinks very much for the benefit of the kingdom that he is serving. He's a little bit, I think, pensive also. When you look at it, somehow also there is this symbol of the fish also in front of him near his chest. There's the symbol of the fish in his chest, but there's a live fish also nearby. So yes, having an emblem or something in you, a symbol in you, means that you give importance to it. So somehow, having a symbol of a fish in his attire can symbolize that yes, he gives importance to intuition as part of his life and as part of ruling. That part of his service, he spends time also contemplating inwards. Well, I know there are still more things that you can learn from this. I think there's a sheep behind. I'm not sure. It's a little bit unclear. Anyway, there are more things that you can contemplate from this card, and I hope that this short session might have stimulated your intuition so that you'll be able to spend more time getting to know the card. And that's the most important thing. When you get to know the card, you get to communicate with the card in a certain way that makes your interpretation a little bit more different. You grow with the card, you journey with the card. And I guess that's the most important thing here in this series, one card spread series. The intention is for us to learn to listen to the card, to interact with the card, to get to know the card, and hopefully it will give us the confidence to journey with it and to use it or work with it so that you can be of service to others. Well, let's go to part 2 of On the King of Cups. We are now in part 2 of our one card spread series, and our card for today is the King of Cups. Let us now read from the booklet of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM, Urania. The Queen is the heart of the Cups suit, the visionary figure whose commitment drives the magical restoration at the heart of the suit. The King becomes her consort, the outer figure who must take charge and run the new society on a day-by-day basis. Thus, the King channels all the creative and spiritual energy of the suit into practical expression. His throne either floats on the waves, hard to imagine stone being able to do that, or else rise above them. Either way, the water does not touch him. Like the Queen, his expression appears very forceful. They form a powerful duo and strong partnership, each one aware of their great responsibility. Hers to envision a new world, his to make it work. As well as a cup, he holds a scepter of power. Divinatory meanings: a strong man, a leader, especially when partnered with a powerful woman. He may suppress his own emotional or creative side in order to act responsibly. Warning, advice: he may experiment with new approaches or seek new ways to express his inner life. Action: a time to direct emotional or creative energy to practical use. Well, that finishes part 2 of our one card spread series on the King of Cups. Until next time, have a great day.